Welcome to the Maternity Mentor. Today we will be talking about reverse cycling, which causes your baby to nurse all night long, what it is, and how to fix it so you can get a better night's sleep. Stay with us. Hi, I'm Samantha. I've been a registered nurse since 2009, working in mother-baby postpartum, NICU, antepartum, and labor and delivery. I am also an IBCLC, I'm maternal newborn nursing certified, and I have received training in perinatal mood and anxiety disorders, as well as perinatal bereavement. Reverse cycling is when your baby nurses all night long, and it's very common for breastfeeding mothers. It can happen right after birth in newborns or later in a baby's life. Let's explore what reverse cycling is and how to reverse it. Reverse cycling is when a baby nurses more often at night and less often during the day. It is almost exclusively a breastfeeding phenomenon and does not occur with formula feeding babies in general. It occurs between 4 and 6 months of age and tends to happen after a change has occurred in the infant's life. Some of the changes that cause reverse cycling or reasons reverse cycling can occur include newborns who have days and nights mixed up, distractible babies, moms who are busy and distracted, and moms who are away during the day. Reverse cycling is an important issue because it can leave both moms and babies exhausted, leading to a fussier baby and a more short-tempered and overwhelmed mother. This is because the baby will sleep more during the day, but not enough to rest fully. This pattern allows the baby to have more energy to eat at night. Newborns often come out after birth having days and nights mixed up, and for good reason. With the womb being dark and comfortable, newborns don't rely on light to dictate sleep. Instead, babies in the belly are often asleep most of the day due to mom's activity rocking them to sleep in utero. Then when mom settles down for the evening, baby thinks it's party time because the stillness wakes them up. Once your baby is born, this reverse cycling may actually help your milk supply in the beginning. That's because prolactin levels are highest at night between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Prolactin is the milk-making hormone, so the more stimulation and breastfeeding you do during this time, the more robust your milk supply should become. However, once milk supply is established, this pattern can be very frustrating for mom who is not getting enough sleep. To get a newborn on the right schedule, start with frequent daytime feedings every 2 to 3 hours. This ensures that your baby is getting lots of calories during the day to eliminate the baby's need to get lots of lost calories at night. This also helps to keep your baby active, which is important. Play with your baby, talk with your baby, and keep your baby active. Days should be full of noise and bright light, which teaches your baby that days are for being awake. Even naps should not be taken in a silent house in a pitch dark room. At night, you want things calm, boring, and dark. Establish a bedtime routine that allows your baby to realize things are winding down and sends the signal that sleep is approaching. If a light is needed at night, keep it small and dim so it doesn't confuse baby's circadian rhythm. Babies will still usually feed at least once in the middle of the night, but once finished, babies should be placed back in the crib to reinforce that it is time for sleep. Starting at 4 months of age, babies start to really notice the world around them. Every day is full of new sights, sounds, and activities that stimulate their senses and developing brains. While this is all essential for baby's growth and development, it can interfere with breastfeeding and lead to reverse cycling. For these babies, they spend more time nursing at night to make up for lost calories during the day. It's important to reduce stimulation when breastfeeding the distractible baby. This can be accomplished by turning off the TV or music, going into a private room to breastfeed and making sure no one disturbs you, nursing in a darkened room with a white noise machine, removing jewelry, glasses, and watches so baby has nothing to play with, and wearing a top that is a calmer color, perhaps with no pattern to distract the baby. Some babies, however, will need the reverse, like a nursing necklace to play with in order to keep them engaged in the feeding. Mothers can also try a nursing cover or blanket to remove visual stimulation, but for some babies, this will end up being more of a distraction than a help. Finally, mothers can try using a sling. This keeps baby close and allows the breast to be easily accessible, which can encourage increased daytime calorie intake. Before we continue, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe so you can get our latest content to have a happy and healthy family. Now let's talk about the other baby causes of reverse cycling. Reverse cycling can sometimes happen for a short period of time due to a growth spurt. This can be challenging, especially if you've established a breastfeeding schedule. But don't worry. These periods help build your milk supply and will be gone almost as fast as they came. Another common challenge that can cause reverse cycling is a baby that won't take the bottle. Often, when a bottle is introduced too late, babies who are breastfed will not use the bottle. It is important not to introduce a bottle too quickly because it can interfere with breastfeeding. I often tell mothers to wait 2 to 3 weeks after birth to ensure breastfeeding is going properly and the breast milk supply is well established. But once that crucial period has passed, it's extremely important to introduce the bottle if using a bottle is part of your feeding plan so that the baby doesn't reject it. For babies who do continue to reject the bottle, try different bottles and nipple types to see if there is one your baby will take. You can try switching feeding positions or even the person who is feeding the baby in an attempt to solve the problem. Some babies who are particularly stubborn may just need to be transitioned to a sippy cup for feedings. Some other tips to help stop reverse cycling is to avoid scheduled nursing sessions. Avoid letting the baby sleep most of the day and avoid late naps in the day. Often, right after we give birth, we slow down for the first few weeks as we recover and we get used to what is the new normal. This happens even for moms with older children, but very quickly life can start to return to normal, and for some moms this means a crazy hectic day. When days are packed and constantly going, babies will sometimes not be fed as often, especially if mom is busy and the baby is sleeping. This can lead to reverse cycling as the baby attempts to catch up on feedings at night. Some ways to prevent reverse cycling for the busy mom is wearing the baby in a sling or carrier so baby can breastfeed on demand while mom goes about her day, keeping baby close by so you can monitor and respond to feeding cues, trying to schedule errands and appointments in the morning so that you can cluster feed in the afternoon, ensuring baby gets enough attention and calories to sleep at night, and setting alarms to remind you when a nap time is over and when the next feeding is due so you don't skip any feedings. Finally, it can be very frustrating for the busy mom to sit down and only feed the baby when there are a million things to do. Remember, your baby is reverse cycling, not just for nutrition, but for your attention. Enjoy the rest and the time with your baby. You need this one-on-one time too. One of the most common reasons for reverse cycling is when mom goes back to work. Babies are often first introduced to the bottle during this time, and additionally, they may be exposed to new caregivers that they've never seen or met before. Babies will often not get enough breast milk because they are waiting to eat when they are back with their mother. The most important thing to remember is not to worry if this happens. If babies can go 8 hours without eating at night, they can go 8 hours without eating during the day. So as long as your baby is fed well at night, your baby will be fine. Keep track of weight gain and wet and dirty diapers to be sure, and always speak to your pediatrician if you have any concerns. To help solve the problem of reverse cycling in the working mother, start with frequent feedings while mom and baby are together. Mom should feed baby once or twice before leaving for work, even if it's only in a 2-hour period. During the day, have caregivers provide small, frequent feedings to help ensure baby is getting more volume without force feeding. When mom gets home, she should make sure she has plenty of time to cluster feed her baby again, making up for the lost time during the day and attempting to reduce the number of nighttime feedings the baby will require. Finally, consider having your baby sleep in your bedroom. Having baby close allows mom to respond to the feeding cues quickly, and once done, she can place the baby back in bed immediately so she can go right back to sleep. This is beneficial for both mom and baby. Trying to solve reverse cycling can take some time. While this is happening, your baby may not eat as much. You need to call your pediatrician right away if your baby is experiencing any of the following symptoms: lethargy, extreme fatigue, dark yellow urine, weight loss, a big decrease in soiled diapers per day, and sleeping through the night even though the baby is missing feedings during the day. Remember to trust your instincts. You know your baby better than anyone else. If you are concerned, your pediatrician wants to know. Reverse cycling can be a very stressful experience for both mother and baby. If you are experiencing reverse cycling, remember to rest and sleep whenever you can, especially when your baby is sleeping. It will pass soon enough, and utilizing some of the strategies we have given you will help speed up the process. Please share your comments and let us know what topics you would like to hear more about. If you like this content, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you can be the first to receive this information. Remember, share this channel with your friends and family and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for additional content. We will link those in the description below. Thank you so much for joining us at the Maternity Mentor.